Hey, Bloomington Normal, and welcome back to Speechless on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal. It is such a pleasure to spend my Sundays talking with you guys live. You know, I live here over the summer. I'm going to start off this segment. Why not? If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Phares, and I am a student at Illinois State University. I'm 22 years of age. I'm young. I'm conservative. And I defy almost everything that people generally believe about my age group. I believe that hard work breeds success, that you are to blame for the majority of your misfortune, and that the government is rarely, if ever, there to help. And that is what Speechless is about. You know, I've been going to a public institution now for over 4 years, just about 4 years now. I have one more semester here at Illinois State University, and I plan on going to law school after that. And what I've learned is that public institutions, public schools, public universities, and most government is incredibly inefficient. They don't do a lot to help the average person. And that is that. And one of the biggest things I learned is that they are also steeped in liberal propaganda. When I was a freshman at Illinois State University, I was assaulted by a professor. I was thrown to the ground because I was hanging up posters for Turning Point USA because I was trying to start a chapter at ISU. And to fast forward a little bit, the professor did not get fired, as from what I understand, he was tenured. I got a apology in front of his supervisor, and I got lip service from the presidents of the university's office. This was at the time, it was Larry Dietz was the president. He's no longer the president of ISU. But I got lip service from that office telling me that they would work on political tolerance. So why is this show called Speechless? The show is called Speechless because I have had that instance, I've witnessed instances, and have had many instances in which people try to silence a conservative opinion. They try to make it so the conservative opinion cannot be heard. Now, it is well known that on our college campuses, people try to silence conservatives. We notice there's speeches in which students not only protest them, but successfully get the university to make it so that conservative commentators like Ben Shapiro and others, Charlie Kirk, cannot give their speech. They bar them from giving their speech. This happens on college campuses every semester. That liberal zealots win. And if they don't win by making it so that the commentator cannot give their speech, then they break windows and throw hissy fits on college campuses because they claim that speech is violence. College campuses are places in which people are being made speechless, but it is not just college campuses. Likely at your place of employment, you have an opinion that you feel you cannot share. Because if you did, you would either be subject to firing, public ridicule, or in some way told that you are not allowed to hold that opinion. You have been made speechless. And it's not just the people that you work with and your immediate social setting, your family, your teachers, anything like that, that are making you speechless. It's larger and bigger institutions, such as our companies. If you have a story, before I get into the stories that I want to get into, if you have a story of yourself being made speechless, being a part of what is known as the silent majority, I want to hear from you. And so text or call in at 309-451-9299 and tell me your story about how in some way you were made to feel speechless. 309-451-9299. I want to know, because the only way that we can fight against the evil, and it truly is, I'm not hyperbolizing, the evil that is the attempt to silence people by force, if necessary. The only way to fight against that is to speak louder.